Nonprofit organizations are powerful forces for good in our world. They tackle some of society's most pressing challenges, from fighting poverty and hunger to advancing education and healthcare. At the helm of every successful nonprofit lies a dedicated board of directors. These individuals volunteer their time, expertise, and passion to ensure the organization fulfills its mission and serves its community. One of the most critical aspects of nonprofit leadership is understanding and upholding governance duties. These duties are not mere formalities, but rather the guiding principles that ensure the organization's integrity, effectiveness, and sustainability. They provide a framework for ethical decision-making, responsible stewardship of resources, and unwavering commitment to the organization's beneficiaries. By grasping the significance of these duties, board members can confidently navigate the complexities of nonprofit governance, leading their organizations with wisdom, transparency, and unwavering dedication to their missions. The duty of care calls upon board members to act with the same level of prudence and diligence as they would in their personal business affairs. This means making informed decisions based on thorough research, careful consideration of available information, and a thoughtful assessment of potential risks and benefits. Fiduciary responsibility, in this context, translates to a deep commitment to safeguarding the organization's assets and ensuring its long-term financial health. Board members are entrusted with making responsible financial decisions, setting sound investment policies, and overseeing the organization's financial operations with transparency and accountability. Failure to exercise due care can have serious consequences. Board members who make hasty decisions, neglect to gather sufficient information, or disregard potential risks may be held personally liable for financial losses or damage to the organization's reputation. For example, approving a risky investment without proper due diligence or failing to address a conflict of interest could result in legal action and jeopardize the organization's ability to fulfill its mission. The duty of obedience mandates that board members remain faithful to the organization's mission and act in accordance with its governing documents, including its articles of incorporation, bylaws, and other relevant policies. This duty ensures that the organization remains true to its original purpose and that its actions align with the intentions of its founders and stakeholders. Fiduciary responsibility in this context means upholding the public trust placed in the organization. Board members are responsible for ensuring that the organization operates within the bounds of the law, complies with all regulatory requirements, and avoids activities that could jeopardize its tax-exempt status. Failure to fulfill the duty of obedience can have severe repercussions. Engaging in activities outside the scope of the organization's mission, violating its bylaws, or disregarding legal and ethical standards can lead to lawsuits, damage to the organization's reputation, and even revocation of its tax-exempt status. For instance, using charitable funds for personal gain or engaging in political campaigning would constitute a breach of this duty and could result in significant penalties. Section 4. The duty of loyalty. Putting the mission first. The duty of loyalty requires board members to prioritize the best interests of the organization above their own personal interests or the interests of any other entity. This means avoiding conflicts of interest, disclosing any potential conflicts promptly and fully, and recusing oneself from decisions where a conflict exists. Fiduciary responsibility in this instance means acting as a steward of the organization's resources and reputation. Board members are entrusted with making decisions that benefit the organization as a whole, not individual board members, staff, or external parties. Failure to uphold the duty of loyalty can have far-reaching consequences. Engaging in self-dealing, using confidential information for personal gain, or making decisions that benefit personal associates over the organization can lead to legal action, financial penalties, and irreparable damage to the organization's reputation. For example, a board member who uses their position to secure a lucrative contract for their own business would be in violation of the duty of loyalty and could face serious consequences. Section 5. Potential liabilities, the stakes of nonprofit governance. The potential liabilities for failing to meet the duties of care, obedience, and loyalty are significant and can have lasting impacts on both the organization and the individual board members. Firstly, neglecting these duties can lead to financial losses for the organization. Poor financial decisions, unauthorized activities, or conflicts of interest can deplete resources, jeopardize funding opportunities, and threaten the organization's long-term sustainability. Secondly, breaches of these duties can severely damage the organization's reputation. Public trust is paramount for nonprofits, and any perceived or actual misconduct can erode donor confidence, alienate beneficiaries, and hinder the organization's ability to fulfill its mission. Thirdly, failing to uphold these duties can result in legal actions against the organization and individual board members. Lawsuits, investigations by regulatory bodies, and the imposition of fines and penalties can have significant financial and reputational ramifications. Lastly, breaches of these duties can lead to the revocation of the organization's tax-exempt status, making it ineligible for crucial tax benefits and potentially jeopardizing its existence. Section 6. Conclusion. A legacy of integrity and impact. The duties of care, obedience, and loyalty are not mere suggestions, but rather the cornerstones of ethical and effective nonprofit governance. They provide a roadmap for responsible decision-making, ensure the proper stewardship of resources, and safeguard the organization's mission and reputation. By embracing these duties, board members demonstrate their commitment to the organization's long-term well-being and their dedication to serving the community with integrity and accountability. Neglecting these duties, however, can have severe consequences, leading to financial losses, reputational damage, legal repercussions, and even the organization's dissolution. Therefore, it is essential for board members to engage in ongoing learning about their governance responsibilities and to approach their roles with diligence, transparency, and an unwavering commitment to the organization's best interests. By upholding these principles, board members contribute to a legacy of integrity, impact, and lasting positive change in the world.